Welcome back, everybody. We are here with Milos Krsmanovic, Chief Commercial Officer of Chair-Man Mill, who is here to tell us about some amazing things they can do for your events. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Nice to meet you.
Excellent, likewise. Really nice to meet you as well.
I've seen the red and white at many events.
Excellent, that's the goal.
That's how I know I'm at a serious production here. Chair-Man Mills is in the house.
Thank you, I felt the same way considering that it's CSE Live, so yeah.
So, what can you tell us about where things are going? Like, obviously, we're through. We got 12 months now without without any interruptions. Like, what's looking ahead for you guys?
Yeah, so it's been an interesting 12 months, let's say. Obviously, the
drinking
industry,
from the fire hose.
Well, drinking from a fire hose and trying to make sense as to what's happening within the industry and what our clients are planning to do when it comes to putting together their events. So for us now, it's obviously going through, post-recovery. Can't really call it recovery anymore, but it's really trying to provide the value and the ask that our clients have been asking for across the country, which is really a national brand. We're looking to provide the industry with the products, the quality, the experience that I think it deserves, considering the tough go we've had over the last 12 months. So we're committed to provide that coast to coast. So
for anybody who's been living under a rock, like what does Chair-Man Mills do?
Event, tent, furniture, and drape rentals from Halifax to Vancouver.
That was my next question. So how wide and that? Because I know you're from Toronto, area. It started in Toronto.
Yes.
What was day one for Chair-Man Mills?
112 years ago, which was a little bit before my time.
No, really?
Yeah, just a tad.
So what's the story? Like once upon a time.
Once upon a time, there was a gentleman whose last name was Mills. He was known as the chair rental company in the city of Toronto, and he developed the nickname of Chairman. So whenever he would come, they'd be like, "Hey, here comes the Chairman."
I had no idea.
Yeah, that's the interesting history.
And so, what neighborhood
company.
was this? A certain neighborhood or a certain type of event?
To be honest with you, I don't know.
Church dance parties.
If I've heard that it started kind
country
of
music,
it went exactly bringing chairs from church dance parties and various festivals that took place around the city.
So it's like labor intensive, obviously, to move the chairs and then having the styly chairs.
I can only imagine what it was like 112 years ago.
We need some tables to go with these chairs.
Yeah, so it started off with chairs, and then I imagine, to your point, like people started saying, well, we need a table to sit in these chairs, and then we need some linens, and then
what else can we throw on the truck?
Cutlery, we need everything that goes on top of it. And then over the last little while, we've added structures to our portfolio so that, especially what we've gone through COVID with the venues being as overbooked as they are, people are looking for alternative ways to party.
The venue that's outside but still inside?
So a venue that you can control that's outside but still inside, exactly. Air conditioned or heated, depending on the time of year. So we got into the tenting business. Instructors that came with that through a wonderful company out of Stony Creek called Regal Tents. Again, long history, just like Chair-Man Mills has. And then from there on, it just kind of kept expanding. We acquired a company in Halifax, and then a couple more in Vancouver, and we're really trying to focus ourselves on the experience that our customers keep telling us they want, which is a one-stop shop that provides you with all of the products that you really need for your event in one place.
Are you mostly in the city centers, or are you like within an hour or two?
Yeah,
or it's
mostly in the city centers. We have a couple locations in Toronto or several now that cover both east, central, and west end of the city. And then Vancouver and Halifax, we're pretty much in almost the downtown core, but slightly outside.
What's been your trajectory with the company? Like, how long have you been? What do you get to focus on?
So I've been here for 20 months.
Oh.
So brand new to the hospitality.
Not brand new, but
thank you. Yeah,
that's been some of the most challenging 20 months.
They have. Speaking of fire hoses.
No pressure.
Speaking of fire hoses, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been absolutely a wild ride, and I've loved every second of it. I came from the hospitality industry, but on the software side.
Oh, okay.
And then the project itself, as it relates to what Chairman is trying to accomplish, was really right up my alley. Great Canadian company, employing great Canadian people that is looking to really make a footprint within Canada and eventually, hopefully, North America. So absolutely, considering we came out of COVID and all the hardship we had, I felt it was the right move for me, and I'm very excited to see what we can do over the next 3 to 5 years and really shape the industry.
How does that work? Like, if you're looking at what you did, you obviously can't compare the last 2 years. So, like, how do you set goalposts for a company as big as Chair-Man Mills? Like, because if you've acquired companies, like, is it just regionally? You're like looking, hey, here's our 2018 numbers, 2019.
Yeah, we're trying to be.
How do you do the math?
Strategic, right? Yeah. How do you do the math? That's a great question. For us, it's math is important, but it's really also doing the right thing for the industry and our partners. You know, we support some great venues, caterers, planners, and corporate corporations that count on us, and they are the ones that are really guiding our path forward. So when we look at Chair-Man Mills and our footprint, we're always trying to be careful to really create that one-stop shop model in all of the cities that we have. And we truly believe that that's the right way forward because, again, multiple vendors coming to an event. I mean, what was accomplished here over the last week is absolutely phenomenal. But from a logistical point of view, it creates a lot of hardships for our clients. So that's our sole focus, is we really want to provide products and an experience that the clients want and that they keep telling us is important to their growth.
Interesting. So, like, what are some of the missing elements of the one-stop shop? Like, do you have event designers that are working in AutoCAD or something on site, or?
We do, depending on the location and business that you're kind of looking at. So we have those expertise in BC. We don't have those expertise in Ontario and the East Canada portion of our portfolio. So we're trying to really learn from some of these great businesses that we've acquired over the last 24 to 36 months. There's a lot of extremely dedicated and smart people, so our goal really over the next 12 months will be to take the best from everybody and come out with an offering that's going to be encompassing, again, of what the industry keeps telling us is needed.
Listening. 2 ears, 1 mouth.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
So I'm like, it's exciting thinking about the synergy because, like, I'm just a DJ company. We do a fair amount of shows in the city, but we do some stuff coast to coast. Yeah. But I can imagine when you have new companies that are like now part of your portfolio, like, how do you synergize all that stuff? Like, I imagine, like, I keep even just a binder of all the floor plans alphabetically. So when I go back to a venue, I can be like, well, here's various layouts. Yeah. I find too often the DJ's in the corner or whatever. Like, how do you synergize all these different elements together
it's
so
really having it's a great question. It's challenging, so a lot of it gets kind of exposed during the due diligence process, but it's really having the right mission and vision, right? We truly believe that what we're trying to accomplish, again, is what the industry keeps saying that they're looking for. So when we look at some of these other brands across the country, we try to attract like-minded people. Right? We want people that truly believe in this industry, that have expertise in the industry, that understand what the clients are looking for and the experiences that they want. And really it's trying to rally around the end user. Because without the end user, we don't really have any events to go to or to put together.
Our brand is what people say about us afterwards.
So it's really all about the end user and making sure that the partners that we work with within the industry put their best foot forward when it comes to the end user.
Now that you've grown or continue to grow, how big is this Chair-Man Mills Army? Like, how many people, part-time, full-time?
Oh my goodness! So like, we're kind of cracking 500-600 nationally.
Part-time, full-time?
Part-time and full-time mix.
Yeah.
We have a seasonal industry, so it fluctuates from season to season. But at the peak, we can even hit 650. So it's a massive machine that just needs to have events happen, right? We're excited to be back. We're excited that the industry is finally stopping to talk about COVID and is focused on the future and how we can regain some of that momentum we had pre-pandemic. So we're excited to help. We're absolutely here to do everything we can to ensure that our partners and our end users, again, have the quality of product that they keep saying they want and the experience that they deserve.
Great. besides this amazing conference that we're at, is there any other on your horizon that you'd recommend people to check out, or that you found inspiration at? Like, are you going into the bigger conferences in Europe or America that are relevant to us here?
Yeah, so as far as I've attended the ARA show in Orlando earlier in the year, I want to say. Everything's kind of been, it's been so busy that everything's kind of blurring together, but earlier in the year, that was an exceptionally good show that was put together.
What's it called again, sorry?
The ARA, American Rental Association show.
Yeah.
So I attended that. I thought they did a really good job of bringing both companies from the United States and Canada together under the same roof. So there was a lot of learnings that happened there. A lot of companies in the States are either gone through or going through the similar stuff that we're going through in Canada. So I found that extremely educational. And then, to be honest with you, I haven't had that much time to spend on shows and
you've hit the ground running.
Events. It's really been all hands on deck and trying to hopefully meet the demands that are around the corner. Once June gets around, it's all hands on deck.
Is there anything you're looking forward to in the next year or two implementing, or that you're really passionate, excited about going forward?
Yeah, excited to add more offerings to the various different markets we have to create that one-stop shop. Excited to truly embrace and kind of bring all these companies and methodologies together under one roof. And really excited to be challenged by our partners in the industry so they can continue to help us push forward. That's really, those are kind of things that excite me.
What are maybe some of these elements you might add on? Like what are some of the things that are missing? Like one-stop shop would include like portable washrooms for venues that don't have it up to
not even outside of our current offering. Even like right now, when you think about it, we have tents, structures, event rental, furniture, and then drape. Even all of those verticals are not available across the country. So I think what we're going to try to do is figure out how do we expand that so that we can offer that one-stop shop with the current stuff that we have, and never say never. If it makes sense and we can figure out how to deliver the experience that the customers are looking for. I mean, you never know if there could be other products that are on the horizon for us. But as of now, we're solely focused on the 4 verticals that we have.
Well, it's nice to hear your take on stuff, Milos.
My pleasure.
I finally have a face to put next to all the red and white logos I see when I'm loading in and out of all these venues.
I'm not sure that's the best face to put next to it, but thank you. I appreciate it.
I've got a lot of questions I'll save for off camera because I need some cool, sexy, minimal-looking booths and high tops and stuff, and I've saved my hands the lifting. I think I need to get some DJ-friendly decor lounge kind of, make on the other end of the dance floor.
And if you don't want to clean it afterwards, we're the company for you.
Yeah, we're going to talk, do some business. Thank you very much for your time.
Likewise, thank you very much.